What's up, y'all? It's Kris, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
And I'm bad with it. I face it, I ain't passing it. I be making bands with it. Just check my OnlyFans. Ain't a project.
All right, y'all. So we have the prettiest with us off the porch today, Mad. Okay, I'm gonna say it slow, cause Mad Gal Kris.
Yes, Mad Gal Kris.
Ooh, period. Okay, I got it right.
Yes.
Now, how are you feeling? How's everything for you?
I'm feeling great. Everything is in place as it should. Like, life is amazing right now, and I feel like I'm at a stage in life where everything is like transitioning and changing. So, but changing for the better. So that's where I'm at right now.
In what areas do you feel like you've really started to experience your transition?
I would say a major part of my attitude, that's a transition. Like, I don't react to a lot of things no more. I'm a lot calmer when it comes to just like a lot of things in life. So I was saying growth. Like, as I get older, I grow more and I learn more. So that's a major factor.
What would you say was like a breaking point for you to where you were like, okay, it's time for me to buckle down and learn to just keep it cool and relax?
I think getting in so much trouble, like growing up, like I got into so much trouble, and then it was just like I've been to jail so many times.
You
it's
know
just
what?
like
I did want to talk to you about that because you are on one of, you know, the Twitter page that be having like the viral mugshots with the baddies.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you on that page. Yeah. Okay, so with the mugshots that you did have, during that time in your life, like what was going on?
Okay, during that time of my life, I think I was just trying to figure out life at that point. Like, I did have my own spot, all types of stuff, but I was still in college at that time, and I was still trying to be like in the streets. So I didn't know what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to be in the streets or whether I wanted to go to college. Well, I didn't know. I was just confused. So I was getting myself in some trouble. So yeah.
Oh wow! Do you ever look back at like the mugshots and stuff and be like, "Damn, I'm so glad I came." Like,
I don't think I got there yet. I still be looking. I literally just saved one of my other mugshots the other day. I was like, this mugshot is cute as hell. But
I'm not gonna lie, the one that's on the Twitter page, like you look real good. Like it was the one with the black, where you had the black bob.
Black bob, yeah.
Yes.
I was in Miami for that one.
What happened in Miami?
Me and my boyfriend, we was like going through it during that time when we was in Miami, and we was arguing and everything, and things just got a little bit physical, and the officers just happened to see me going crazy, so they arrested me on the scene and stuff. But he bailed me out like immediately.
Oh my God.
And he paid for everything and just made sure I was good, so that was just like dismissed. But that was that viral mugshot. Like,
right.
It was just more so like, I'm trying to go back to what happened. We're arguing, whatever. At this point, we don't even want to share a room. So I'm with my people, he's with his niggas, whatever. And I'm walking down the street, and he's talking to me crazy, like he's in the Rolls-Royce car. And he's just like, you know, hoe, bitch, did it up. Like, where's this coming from? I'm minding my business. We on the strip. Mind your business too. So once he was doing all that, I walked up to the car like, what's up? Like, what are we doing? You doing all this? Like, that's embarrassing. It's millions of people out here. And then we just got the back and forth, and the officer seen me. So then when the officer tried to like drop me on the floor in my skirt, like I wasn't going for that. So they charged me with that incident, something with an officer. It was just too much.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. You think I'm about to get on the floor in a skirt? You're crazy. Like,
no,
I don't care
like,
who
I don't
you
like
are.
seeing girls get like tackled by the police.
Yeah, they try to tackle me like I'm in
Right.
a skirt. Like, get off of me.
Like,
that
I'm
was
a
me.
fucking lady.
Yeah, that was me. Do not touch me. So now, you know, they feel like I'm some type of competition because they can't get me to the floor. Like, no, don't do that.
So I do know that you were really big in like the nightlife in the nightlife scene in Atlanta. So, you know, like nightlife is like a really big thing now. Girls are moving to cities to become bottle girls. And from your experience in the nightlife, what are some things that goes on in the nightlife that other girls probably need to hear before they step in it?
I don't think it's nothing to really even be scared of. Like, when working in the clubs and the nightlife, like, first of all, you just have to have a mindset of, like, you don't give a fuck. That's one. Because there's going to be different guys coming at you. Whether you're a bottle girl or stripper, whatever it is, they're going to try you. They're going to try to take you home. They just going to try to have their way. So it's like you got to know how to deal with it, and you got to know that you're coming here for work and work only, and you hustling to get into a better position, because being in a club, don't nobody want to be in a club their whole life. Like, I don't care what you are. Like, you don't want to be old as hell and be a bartender. So it's like, this is just your hustle stage, and it's just more so of getting to the money and not getting distracted and getting sucked into that lifestyle, because the lifestyle really, really does become addicting, because the money is fast. It is a lot of money. So sometimes people can't let it go. But moral of the story is just like, you really, really gotta be focused and be strong-minded when it comes to working in that type of field, because your ass can be drunk, go home with strangers, all types of stuff. You be catching 20 bodies a night. Like, people are crazy.
Have you ever had any crazy experiences working in nightlife?
I haven't. I'm so outspoken. I really haven't had no crazy, like, when I go to work, I go to work. I don't go to niggas' houses. Niggas can't get me drunk. I've never been sloppy drunk in the club. Like, I know my limit. So I've never really had a crazy experience. I had some people that will say, like, stuff off the wall, and I might say stuff back, but I'm gonna just get security to escort them out. Like,
okay, now this is what I really want to know. Who is spending the most money in the clubs?
Your rappers aren't. I mean, they're spending money only when it's like maybe their birthday, but if you see them just come out for like a song release, album release, whatever, they're not spending no money at all. You'll be lucky if you get tipped that night, because they're coming to get their free bottle and to promote their music, and they're keeping it moving. The ones that really be spending the money is your street niggas. Like, niggas that's really like outside and really putting in that work. Them is the ones that really be spending the money.
What about the athletes though?
I don't know about them neither. They're more of like a lounge type of vibe. They're not really a strip club person. They're a lounge type of vibe. And when they do go to the strip club, it gotta be like a special occasion, their birthday. And then they want their own little private section, like, so everybody can't see them. But no, the people you gonna make being in the club as a worker, the people you're gonna make money off of is them street niggas, like, cause they not doing it for the show. They actually doing it because they want to do it. Like, these people are coming in doing it for the show. They might even get the money back. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think there is such a surge with a lot of people wanting to become a bottle girl, even outside of the money aspect?
Cause it's quick money and it's easy, and you only gotta clock in for a couple of hours and you get to go home. And then, like, for me, it worked out for me because I was in college at the time, so I'll go to work at like 9 o'clock at night, wake up, go to my class, get a break throughout the evening, then go and make some money at night. And it's more than your minimum wage. Like, you come home with like over $1,000 on a weekend, just working three days. So that was me. When I was in college, I only worked about 2 to 3 days out the week because I was working in the clubs. And then the rest of the week, I didn't work. Monday through Friday was just school for me.
Now, school, what were you majoring in?
Political science.
Really? Okay, teach us something that you learned, like, with that.
Girl, good night. Like, what am I gonna teach you? Like,
I mean, like, okay, a fun fact that you feel like we don't know when it comes to political science.
That it has to do with law. Some people don't know that.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, so what college did you attend as well?
Georgia State.
How was your experience doing that?
I mean, my experience, I was just kind of to myself. I had my little friends I grew up with, but I weren't really like a involved person because I knew like I had other things going on like outside of like college. So I'm doing this because this is what the right thing is to do, and then also it's just to have something under my belt if this other life for me doesn't work out. So yeah.
Okay, so I was on your YouTube and I got to watch like some of your vlogs. I watched the recent one with I think it's your second round of your butt removal surgery. Okay, I want to know when you got to that point when you wanted to get it removed in the first place.
Okay, so like when you're like young, and we're gonna go back to the nightlife or whatever, when it comes to the nightlife, like they want you put together, like they want your body put together.
Do they actually tell you?
They don't tell you this, but you see what they want. Like, and I was also traveling back and forth from Atlanta to New York. I would go out there and be bartending out in New York. And if you really work in the New York clubs, like your body has to be done to be a bartender. Like that's like top. Like out here they might fuck around, you might get like a regular body girl every now and then, but in New York, no, your body got to be done to make a bag. So it was just like I wanted to get my body done because I wanted to get my body done, but I also knew that I can make money off of doing this stuff, and I like capitalized off of it. But I'm at a point in life where I'm just like getting older and I'm ready to just settle down. I could really not do nothing for the rest of my life. I'll be all right. So what do I need this body for being an old ass woman? Like, I'm gonna be somebody grandma one day. Like, I don't want to have a big butt, like going to their little schools and stuff.
Crazy.
That's crazy
that you say that, because you know the girls are getting their body done at like fresh out of high school.
I think that people should really take their time and really work on yourself. Like get in the gym, like work for that body, because your body can be up here, it can be down here. Like that's your real body. But when you start getting surgery and stuff like that, it's hard to like go back to what you used to be. And I'm not trying to go back to what I used to be because I like my body, but I be wanting to just slim it down. Like, okay, I'm grown now.
Okay, when did you realize that the booty was just getting out of control?
I don't know. As I'm getting older, like as I'm not working in the nightlife no more, like I don't really need all of it no more. Like I'm straight. I'm to the point where I'm okay now in life, so I'm okay.
Now, how has the process been with the removal? Does it hurt?
No, it doesn't really hurt with the removal, but it's a process, and it's been like a couple surgeries. So
oh wow! So they actually
it's time consuming and it's a lot of money. Like,
how much are you spending on the removal?
It just depends. Cause at first I was going to the Colombian doctor, and he was charging me like $1,000 or something, and now I go to a LA doctor because I don't want to go out the country no more. I'm like straight on that. So it just depends. But I mean, it's not that much, but it adds up.
Now, when do you feel like the Mad Gal Kris brand really started to flourish when it came to media? Because there was a point in time when your behind was like in the news all the time.
I was still in college, like when my like Mad Gal shit was just going crazy. I was still hella young. I'm still hella young now. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just coming to this old lady mindset, and I'm just ready to just settle down and just be in a house.
Oh,
like,
you really are going through a transition.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna leave this to the younger girls. Like, y'all got it, but I'm gonna always leave my mark, so y'all know. But I was in college, so maybe around like 2017, 18. Yeah, that's when I think everything just started going crazy.
Now, when you look back, do you ever think about how like fast your life was? What's your opinions on it?
I don't know. Maybe just cherish the moments while you in it, because sometimes I be looking back, I be like, damn, oh my gosh, I was just in high school. I used to do, like, I wish I could go back in time on so many things and like enjoy stuff. You know how you be telling your kid, I said telling your kids, like you got kids, but I got nieces. You do? Okay. I got nieces, and you be trying to tell them like, stop trying to grow up too fast or whatever. Or how our parents used to tell us as we was growing up, and we brushed that shit off like, shut up. Like, but seriously, like, don't grow up too fast. And cherish the moments while you in it, because time really hits you. Like, that shit comes by fast.
Now, was it more so a thing, well, with you growing up fast, was it more so a thing of like, you really just had to get it on your own, or was it more so you wanted to experience more life?
It was both. Like, as soon as I left my mama's house, I just did everything on my own. Like, I still to this day never asked her for another dollar, ever. Never asked her for no rent money, never asked her for nothing. It's more so I'm a giver, so like I give to her, I give to my family, I never ask. So it was that, and then it was also being introduced to a whole new lifestyle that I never seen in my life, because my mom had me, I wasn't caged in, I was able to do things that I wanted to do growing up, but I never been to Lenox Mall ever in my life when I was in high school.
Really?
I'm so serious. I've been to like the regular malls, like the regular, like she never introduced me to Buckhead. I didn't know what Buckhead was. And then so as soon as I graduated, I went to Buckhead and I was like, oh my gosh, shit like Hollywood, like what is this?
I know when you probably went, like you seeing the niggas with the chains, like it's
girl,
just a lot money everywhere.
I seen money and I was like, what is this? My mom never brought me over here. Like me and my friends, we'll go to the little mall in the area. Like we like the Cumberland Mall, stuff like, but we never been to Lenox ever. So it was just like, the transition with that and then moving out.
Oh, I do want to ask you, like, getting introduced to a new lifestyle, especially that one, because it's very fast.
Girl, it came at me so fast. I didn't even know it. It was just like, all right, now I'm going to college, but once I leave college, this was regular for me. Going to college was the regular life, but as soon as I leave college, I'm going to hang out with these niggas. I'm going to the studio. I'm doing this. Like, it was just so fast. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I thought, like, I was living a dream at one point. Like,
okay,
no,
what did that look like
me.
for you to dream? Like, what did that look like?
Like, damn, I really can, like, at that point, I wasn't nobody. Like, my freshman year, sophomore year, I wasn't nobody. But when I started to get around people that were somebody, then I started building my own confidence. Like, actually, I can be one of these people. Like, I can be where they are. Like, because at first, I didn't feel like that. I wasn't confident like that. And then once I started getting around these different people, these rappers, like, I was like, oh, I can be them. Like, they helped build my confidence.
Woo, now when it comes to dating rappers, for a girl that is probably like, I think I'm ready to try it out, what would you tell her before she gets herself into it?
That's funny. That it comes with a lot. Like, it comes with more than your regular guy. Like, it comes with a lot of other females. It comes with a lot more disrespect. It comes with a lot more patience. It comes with a whole lot of stuff. I would say don't date them for the opportunity. Date them because you really like them, but also have your own thing going on too, and don't depend on them. Like, if you're gonna date a rapper because you wanna be a rapper's baby mama or something, that's not the goal. The goal is to date them because you really like them, but you're also pursuing your career as well. Because if you put your whole life in their hands, you'll be miserable as hell. So, I guess that's the advice.
Ooh, what would you say is like a major lesson that you learned when it came to dating men?
A major lesson. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, have options, or at least know that you have options. Like, don't close the door on everybody, because men tend to show their ass unless you see that they have changed and they're really for you. Then yeah, let's cut off the world. But when you know they keep fucking up and stuff, don't cut off everybody. Because you should have just as much as options as they have. Like, I'm not even telling you to be a hoe, because it doesn't necessarily mean like fuck these guys, but it means like If you keep it that way, your feelings won't get hurt as bad.
But are you just that type of person where you're just like naturally like loyal?
I'm naturally loyal.
Yeah, so it's like that thing where like I think,
but here's what happens. I'm naturally loyal, but when you do something to me, I'm going to do something to you. And that's when you're gonna call me disloyal and you're gonna call me a hoe and you're gonna call, but you started it. Don't start with me and I won't start with you.
Right.
Like, and I'm not doing it out of spite. I'm just doing it at this point as of, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't care.
Wait, why are you saying that?
What's funny?
Oh, to our conversation.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to name drop any of the rappers,
Oh, no.
but I would say from your experience, which rapper that you did date that it was an actual good experience for you?
I don't want to name drop.
Okay, we can.
But like, I don't want to name drop, but if it was a good experience, it would still be here. Like,
period.
And that's that.
And that's that. Now, you are now pursuing your own rap career. So let's talk about how that journey's been for you.
It's a lot because it's like you're working on a new craft, and I wasn't like a rapper like jumping out of my mom's womb or with anything like that. It's just something that I decided like, okay, cool. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to pursue at this time. It's hard because everybody wants to make a hit, so you're working extra hard. You're getting no sleep sometimes just to make the perfect song to influence the audience. So it's not easy, and it's a lot of money towards it too, especially when you're an independent artist or whatever. If you don't have nobody behind you putting the money into you, you're putting it into yourself. And I'm one of those people, like, I pay for everything. I pay for my music videos, I pay for anything, like my studio time, I do all of that. But I know at the end of the day it'll pay off, so I'm okay with that.
Now, what would you say what really sparked you to take your rap career serious?
Okay, so when I just was like thinking like I could take my rap career serious, like I wasn't making songs, but I wasn't really doing anything. Like, but when I seen like how Cardi went from like being an entertainer, like, okay, Cardi went from the club to TV to IG. No. She went from the club to IG to TV, then like she's this popping person. Like, we can do that. Like, anybody can do that. You just gotta really stay focused and really like figure out what your hit is and what your voice is and stuff like that. So from there, I just knew like, okay, I know it's not gonna be easy because they're not gonna let everybody in the door, but eventually we can get it done.
You know what I really love about you as we're talking?
Yeah.
I love the fact that you really put your mind to anything and you tell yourself like, I could do that. Like, it seems like nothing is like out of reach.
No, it's not. I literally try to do everything. Like, things that you wouldn't even think that I would even think of doing, I do it. Like, I do men's stuff. Like, I started a trucking business like at the beginning of last year.
Really?
And I literally was like, this is what I want to do, I'm doing it. I had this man teach me and everything, and then next thing you know, I looked around for my truck, I started booking the loads for the people. Like, I do anything I put my mind to. Like,
do you still do the trucking?
I got it on pause now because it's just like I want to focus on my music stuff, but I still do have my truck, and I still do have my driver. When I'm ready, I'm ready.
Okay, so like I just kind of want to know what are the careers that you've tried?
Girl, I'm an entrepreneur. So with an entrepreneur, you can do anything you want to do. I've tried a lot of things. Like, I tried real estate. I never sold a house, so I'm not even gonna even act like I did. I tried real estate. I did the trucking. The trucking was moving and everything, but my truck is in the shop because something happened to it. So the trucking was it's still going good for me. It's just on pause. I did rapping. Girl, if I go down to like from A to Z, we'll be talking all day. But I did everything. I worked everywhere. I worked at JCPenney's, Old Navy, fucking American Eagle, Best Buy, the clubs, everything. I try everything I can put my mind to. And shit, if the life don't work out for me now, I'm going to law school.
You wanna go? Oh my God, yes.
So, but I was trying to wait till I got a little bit older and settle down and have my family and have no worries on having to pay for no bills or anything, so I can actually go to law school. That'll be something that I want to do versus what I have to do. Yeah.
And you're gonna do it, like you are. That's gonna be so cold because you damn near have did everything, and I feel like law school would be the cherry on top. Like, damn, like
now
really...
she an old lady and she a lawyer. Yeah.
Now going back to your music career, do people still try to put you in the box of like influencer baddie while you're trying to be taken serious as an artist as well?
You can call me an influencer because either way I'm going to influence. Like that's okay. But what be irritating me when they be like this model or the model? I'm not no model. Like I post when I want to post. I do what I want to do, and I'm not a model. So don't put me in the category as a model anymore. Growing up, yeah, that is something I wanted to do, and that is something I was pursuing. But nah, that's not me no more. I'm a rapper.
Girl, you need to look.
I'm a rapper. Like, I'm not a model. But yeah.
Could it be a little frustrating when people place that on you as you are now taking your rap career serious?
It can be a little frustrating, but I think with people anyways, they gonna bring up your history or they gonna bring up your past. So it's irritating, but all you gotta do is correct them. So that's what I do. Like if somebody be like, yeah, she's a model, or I'm a rapper. That's what my title is as of now. I'm an artist.
Now, I know you mentioned earlier that, like, you know, rapping when you were younger, that wasn't really, like, the thing that you did. So your first time in the studio, were you nervous?
Yeah, I was. I was just trying out anything, but I had this producer, and we're still friends to this day, Trey. He was like, anyways, I actually went to one of my close friends, and I told her that's something I wanted to do, and she had aligned me with the producer, and the producer, he seen my potential, so we was just like messing with the beats and messing with the sounds, and from there I kind of figured out my sound, and I was nervous, but I'm not nervous anymore. Like we passed that stage.
So I got the chance to listen to your catalog, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, okay, like yeah, I'm okay as a music journalist. Sometimes like it's kind of just like, girl,
yeah, and I want you to be completely honest with me.
Like you are so pretty, and I think that rapping ain't for everybody. Like let's just be for real. Like it's not for everybody. But I will say I was very impressed, and I was actually shocked.
Thank you.
And I was like, damn, like she's straight. Like she kind of hard. So with that being said, girl.
What? You act like you got something to say.
Now, with that being said, is there like an impact that you want to leave with your music career?
Of course, bad bitch #1. But no, seriously, I want to leave like a positive impact on like where you once were and where you could go in life. Like, and if you set your mind towards like your dreams or whatever you want to do, you can actually get it done. It's just all about focusing and like being consistent. So I want to influence the younger people that like, you really can get this shit done. You just got to focus. Like you really can do anything you want to do. Like this is your life.
Right.
Literally your life. And I know people will be like, well, I ain't got the money. Well, make the connections and then somebody will help you and figure it out for you. But like you got to try, and you only got one life. So.
Right. And this year, oh man, we're going into the new year. But 2022, you dropped your Verified project. So with this project, what does it really mean to you?
Well, Verify was like my first song, so that means a lot to me. I just wanted to kind of get my voice out there at that point. That wasn't my baby, like as far as my baby song, but I do have that on the way. But that was just a song to introduce me. It means a lot to me because that was the first song of me actually being an artist or being known as an artist now. So
Right. I'm so sorry. I called it a project, but it's a single. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. But with that one, I listened to it and I really liked it. Now, project, bitch, that
that's
you just
like,
dropped.
that I love that one.
love that one.
I do too, and it's like I be putting the visuals together and everything. Like for the videos, like I like put the visuals. I put the visuals behind it and everything. Yeah, like I'm the brains behind my whole life. I wish I had somebody to help me sometimes, but then I know that sometimes I'm extremely picky too, so I just like to kind of do it myself.
So you are the creative director.
Yeah,
for all
I'm the
your
creative
videos.
director behind all of it.
And
Yeah.
they're actually really good videos.
Yeah.
Girl, you got this. Now, in 2023, going into the new year, what are some goals for you as an artist?
Well, we need to get that hit. We need to be outside. Like we definitely need to make a hit next year, like where it's gonna be like everywhere, on TikTok, on the radio, everywhere. That's gonna get us to the next level. Cause right now we're just working and we're hustling. So I feel like that's my main goal. My next goal will be like being on like a big TV awards show. Like after we get that hit, now we need to go to like a big awards and perform. Like that'll be another goal. And signing a major deal. Yeah.
I think you can do it.
Top 3.
I think you can do it, and I think you will, because the fact that you even took that leap of faith to pursue your music career, like that's the biggest part. Because a lot of people,
it was hard. It took me a couple of years. I've been making the music, but it took me years to actually be like, let me do this, or let me just really focus, because it's not easy at all to just drop a song or whatever and just not think about what you want to do behind it. It just takes a lot, but it takes a lot of consistency as well and focusing.
Right. Do you feel like you had to go through a lot of life before you could actually pursue your music career?
Yeah, I had to get some money because I don't like asking nobody for no handouts or asking people for favors or anything. So I needed to actually run my own bag up, so I know this is something I could pursue and actually afford. Yeah.
And what were the challenges that you had to face along the way? Because I know you stated that it was really hard at first.
The challenges at the beginning of me making music was one, having to get the money together, because everybody around you don't believe in you, so they don't want to pay for stuff like your studio time or working with certain people. That was a challenge. Figuring out my voice was a challenge, because you're new to this, so you gotta figure out what actually sounds good and what doesn't. Figuring out the right people to work with and what actually sounds good and what people like. Because at first I was just like, I was doing some stuff, but I was doing anything at first too. Like working with anybody, this beat, oh, it sounds cool, knowing the world ain't gonna like it. Like, yeah, so just trying to figure out everything.
But now you're at a place where, like, if the beat is not you,
No, I'm not. Like, I'm not even doing that. And I mean, that kind of ties back into being like an influencer. When you're an influencer, you know who you want to work with, who's popping, who's like, and that's when it comes to being an artist too. You got to figure out who you want to work with, who's popping, who's lit. Even sometimes, even if they not really popping, it's just like their sound has to match yours. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what advice would you give to any young woman who is struggling to go and chase their dreams?
Well, I've been saying this throughout the whole interview, like, to stay focused and be consistent and don't give up. And if it does become too much at a time, take your time. Like, don't rush, and don't rush life. Don't rush life at all. Like, take your time.
Oh, you know,
like,
it's so hard now because, well, I don't want to say it's hard, but you know, we got social media. Like, social media.
And we have these expectations on social media, but sometimes people really don't even be living like that, or they don't know, like, sometimes people just have the formula to what to present on the internet to make it look good, and a lot of people don't really live like that. And I ain't speaking for I'm not speaking for me because anything I post or anything, I'm really living like that. But I do know people that aren't. But once again, just take your time. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't try to be nobody else. And also don't be a hater along the way because that's going to take you 10, 20 steps back. You know, them people that be commenting on your post, oh girl, you ugly. Oh girl, you don't be one of them. Don't focus on you. You shouldn't be focused on whoever else. I was never the girl on Instagram that would comment on people's stuff and be like, ew, like, how? I'm so focused on me that, like, how can I even find the negativity in somebody else? And even if I do see something's wrong with another person, I keep it in my head.
Right. I don't understand people like that. Like, they literally
that's
wake
weird.
up.
They'll harass you. They'll, DM you. Like, how are you finding this time? And put that time into yourself, and I bet you can be just as big as the person you're writing.
Now, I do want to ask you, have you ever thought to take a break from social media?
Always. Like, I never thought.
I've heard a lot of people say that they literally hate it, but they just got to be on it because of, like, the work that they do.
I think I hate it. But, like, it's like my job. So it's just like I got to report in every now and then. But I can do whatever I want at this point. I literally said like 2-3 days ago, like to my best friends on the phone, I just want to deactivate myself, like, and come back next year or something, like, cause it just becomes so. The internet is so fake. I'm so real that it pisses me off sometimes. Like, oh, I'm sick of seeing this fake ass shit. I just want to go to reality, like where the love really is, and it ain't on the internet. Like, it's family, it's like stuff like that. So sometimes I really do just want to like log off. Even sometimes I might even delete the app and just come back in a couple of days and just get back on it. But like that internet world is fake. Everything's fake. The relationships is fake. You might see another influencer with another influencer. It's fake. Everything is fake.
Have you ever, so I wonder, like, when influencers go out together, what does that day look like? Are you guys, like, on the phone the whole time, like, taking pictures of stuff, or?
Yeah. When you're with another influencer, say, throughout the day or whatever, y'all making sure y'all get content. If y'all want the tea, it's like, come on, we gotta do this real quick. We gotta do it. Like, yes, we're making sure we get content. Sometimes you might meet a person that you actually like or whatever, but 9 times out of 10, like, that should just be fake. It's just we in the same field, so we gotta make it look good.
Yeah. Okay, wow. That's what I always wonder, because I'm like, I wonder how the social media link up dates go. Like, are you guys actually having a conversation?
We're like literally bragging about each other. Like, I'm tagging you, doing a video for you, you're doing one for me. Like, we're sharing our audience and we're showing them that we live like this, you know, influential life and everything is peaches and roses and no. Because after this, we'll see each other in the next 6 months maybe. Like, that's just how that shit goes.
Are those interactions like weird once you guys like don't talk anymore and then come back to it like later on?
No, it's just, these are just your internet friends. That's what it's considered. Like, my friends is my 5th grade friends, like, for real.
Like, yo, ride or die.
My ride, the ones I wake up to FaceTime, the ones I sleep over the house, like, those is my friends. Like, the people on the internet is internet friends. Because this is our career, that's what we doing.
Now, I know that you are pushing Project Bitch right now, but what's next for you, and what music projects, music videos, what else can we look out for?
I had just shot a new music video, so for the new year coming, I'm supposed to be releasing a new song, so we on to that, and then after that, we're gonna be working on our EP. So I'm gonna be releasing the new song, and then after that, we're gonna just be working on the EP and trying to get a deal, because as far as I know, I think we're in like the 4th quarter. So right now, it's like, it's just work mode, for real. They not even really offering deals like that, right? Good deals right now. So you wanna wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up, do you have any last words or shout outs?
No, not really. Who I'm shouting out?
Shoot, yourself.
I'm shouting out myself. Like, see, I was about to say that. My girl Kris, make sure you guys go and follow me on YouTube and listen to my music, because it's popping. And that's pretty much it. So.
All right.
Thank y'all for having me.
You're welcome. We love you, girl. All
Thank
right.
you.
And that's a wrap.
And that's a wrap.
Bougie and I'm bad with it. I face it, I ain't passing it. I be making bands with it. Just check my OnlyFans. Ain't a project, bitch, but you still don't